specialist, number 4, Jordan Lucas. Senior outside hitter, number 6, Caitlin Laird. Junior setter, number 10, Rachel Hill. Sophomore outside hitter, number 14, Elora Passa. Outside hitter, sophomore, number 18, Natalie Harava. Middle hitter, junior, number 20, Victoria Johnson. And the libero for Mayville State is senior, number 5, Mason Hart. The comments are coached by Miss Lindsay Johnson. And now the starting lineup for Governor State, which will be the home team this afternoon. Junior outside hitter, number 11, Ashley Harwood. Junior middle hitter, number 14, Courtney Oliver. Freshman center, number 15, Jamie Scavara. Junior outside hitter, number 17, Dunja Cottage. Junior middle hitter, number 18, Ashley Jackson. Junior right side attacker, number 20, Ivana Novakovic. And the libero for Governor State this afternoon, freshman number 25, Madison Rotulia. Governor State is coached by Mr. Pete Gonzalez.
Good afternoon and welcome to the University of St. Francis here in Joliet, Illinois, as we prepare for a triple header of volleyball action. Terry Bonadonna along with you for game number 1 of the USF Triangular. It's Governor State against Mayville State starting us off, and they are on the court as we speak. Governor State, the Jaguars coming from Chicago, are in orange, and on the opposite end of the floor you can see Mayville State coming all the way in from North Dakota. The Comets are in blue. They'll get the first serve. It belongs to Jordan Lucas. She sends it away, and we are underway in game number 1. First point goes to Governor State. A big hit up front from Courtney Oliver, 6' 1" tall junior. And the Jaguars take the 1-0 lead. They'll get the serve for the first time. Sent away by Scavarla. There's a tip at the net, but it's down. A point for Mayville State, and the kill goes to Victoria Johnson. We're even at 1 right out of the gate here. Mayville State, the most experienced team we'll see today out of the 4 who are playing at the Sullivan Center. Mayville State played nearly a full fall schedule before a winter interruption. The whistle blows, and it's Mayville State point after the double hit. So an unforced error on Governor State gives Mayville the lead, 2-1. Serves away from Elora Pesa. And once again, a big hit and a kill for Courtney Oliver. Oliver's been the star of the early going for Governor State. The Jaguars have just 2 points, but they both belong to Oliver. And she gets the serve back for her side. Governor State playing from the right on your screen. A good serve, but Mayville's able to return it. And tapped over by Victoria Johnson. A little dink that time by Ashley Harwood, but Mayville is able to recover. And another nice dig by Mayville. Out of bounds on the hit from Caitlin Lyer. And Governor State gets the point on the attacking error. The score is 3-2 in favor of the Jaguars. They'll get their third serve in a row. To the back line and too far over the back line. Out of bounds on the hit from Dunja Totic. We're tied at 3. Good start to this game. We've been tied already 3 times. Game number 1. In this best of 5, there's the hit to the back line. It was tipped by Mayville before dropping, and so that's a point to Governor State. Jaguars once again take the lead. But as I said, we've already been tied 3 times. Mayville will try to tie it up for a 4th consecutive point. This is Courtney Oliver getting her first serve of the game. 6 foot 1 inch tall middle hitter. Gets it over the back line where it's played by Jordan Lucas. Tapped over by Johnson. Returned and now up in the air. Forced down. Mayville gets it back over. And it's a point for the Comets. Nice rally right there and a good defensive recovery. A couple of times actually. A couple of good defensive recoveries by the Comets on that particular volley. Mayville has indeed tied it up 4-4. And the Comets go back to serve. This is Amy Syme, the sophomore. He goes back about 5 feet beyond the back line and takes the flat-footed serve. There's a big kill shot for Governor State. Ashley Jackson, transfer from Alabama A&M, picks up the kill up front. With Courtney Oliver taking a seat, Ashley Jackson has stepped up. She's had the last couple of hits from the middle for Governor State. That one down for a point, but the point goes right back to Mayville State on the serving error. A little too low from Ivana Novakovic. Early on here, already our 5th tie of this first set. And the serve is away from Rachel Hill. A missed hit by Governor State. They recover though and keep the volley going. To the back corner and down. That's Ashley Pyburn. Pyburn gets the point for Mayville State, and they take the lead back at 6-5, the first kill of the day for Pyburn. Serve to Mayville. Rachel Hill will get the running start. And it's an ace. Hill drops it just in front of Ivana Novakovic. And Mayville, for the first time today, has a 2-score lead. We are tied at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but Mayville has now scored back-to-back off the serve of Rachel Hill. Trying to get it back. Governor State pushes it over. That is Jackson to the back line, out of bounds, and Governor State gets the point. Too strong on the attack from Mayville, and the Jaguars are back within 1. Deep serve, played on the back line. And a kill for number 14, Alora Pesa. Ashley Harwood tried to dig that one out on the other end, just couldn't get a good handle on it. A big hit from Pesa. Hardest hit we've seen so far in the game. And it's a 2-point lead once again for Mayville. And Governor State gets it right back. Ashley Jackson winds up and drops down another big one. Both Jackson and Oliver have been impressive in the middle so far in this game, and Oliver comes back in for Jackson right now. There's the serve from the libero Madison Wakulia, and returned by Mayville, down for a point. The middle of the defense, Mayville back ahead by a 2 spot, 9-7 our score. And the Comets go back to the bench. Victoria Johnson returns to action, and Jordan Lucas comes in for the serve. Lucas, a senior from Minnesota. Gets this one off to the middle, played by Governor State. From the left side, blocked into the net, and the point to Mayville State. Dunja Totic couldn't get enough lift on that. This time they hit slightly, and Mayville's got their biggest advantage of this first set. 10-7 the score in favor of the team from North Dakota. Another serve here from Jordan Lucas. Hit to Tadic, tipped at the net, and a diving play made by Mason Hart. But the point goes to Governor State as the double hit goes against Mayville State. So initially a nice recovery there by Mason Hart, but it ends up going the Jaguars' way anyway. Governor State within 2 with the serve. Hill sets it up. That one drops just inside the line, or just outside the line. A big hit from Elora Pesa, initially ruled in, but the point does go to Governor State in the end, and they're within a point. Serve is away. Hart hits it high in the air, chasing it back. Mayville keeps it alive. Can Pesa get it over? She can't get there. 3 in a row for the Jaguars. They've tied it up at 10, our 6th tie of this first set. And Governor State will get their 4th consecutive serve. A 3rd consecutive serve, rather. Hart, the first one to touch it for the Comets. And Victoria Johnson picks up the kill. Dropped it in just in front of Jamie Scavarla. Mayville by 1. And it's a serve for the Comets. So Laura Pesa gets it off with the right hand. Played on the back line by Totic. A little bit too far off the hand of Ashley Harwood. Got under that ball and looped it over the back line. Point to Mayville on the attacking error against Governor State. There's another serve from Pesa. Blocked at the net, but out of bounds. So that's a good hit by Totic, and Governor State gets the point. Totic goes back to serve. Received by Mayville, set up for Johnson, blocked by Governor State, but drops on their side of the floor. So Johnson gets the point for Mayville. Victoria Johnson, 6'2" tall. Tallest player on the court in this first match today. Miss hit by Governor State. And another point to Mayville. And the receiving error by the Jaguars. They call timeout. Pete Gonzalez, in his 5th season at the helm of this Jaguars program, calls his team over, trailing by 3. This match is the largest lead so far in this game for Mayville State. Mayville playing their second game since their return to action, after they played 16 contests during the fall schedule. Back in play earlier this week, and they ended up taking the loss in their first match back, but always takes a little time to get the sea legs back under you. So they made the trip in from North Dakota for this one today, and off to a good start. More than halfway to where they need to get, leading Governor State 14-11, at least for this first set. Mayville is the only team. We'll see 4 teams today. Mayville State against Governor State here. Mayville will stick around for more action against St. Francis, and we'll also see Ottawa a little bit later on. Ottawa came in from Arizona, but of the 4, Mayville's the only one who played the full slate in the fall in addition to the spring schedule. Serve is away from Mason Hart. Played by Wakuliak and pushed over by Courtney Oliver. Oliver gets the point for Governor State. 2-point game here, 12 serving 14. And Courtney Oliver is the server. Oliver sends it right into the net. And the point goes to Mayville. So their lead is back to 3. The 3rd serving error of the year for Courtney Oliver. Gives the serve back to Mayville and their sophomore defender, Amy Sine. Big hit by Jackson. And Jackson drops it just inside the sideline on the far end of the floor. Ashley Jackson gets the Jaguars back on the board and keeps this one close. It's been very close all the way. Mayville has led on a couple of occasions by 3 points, never more than that. Governor State held a few leads early in the set. It's been a while since they've been in front, and it'll be a little while longer. Nice placement on that hit. Mayville gets the point back, putting that one just inside the back line. 16-13 is our score. And the serve belongs to Rachel Hill. Hill serve to the back line, played by Wakuliak. Jackson gets it over and down, just out of the reach of the attempted blocker, Ashley Pyburn. Just over the tips of her fingers, and it drops in front of the back line. A big point for Governor State. They've not trailed by more than 3 at any point in this set, and we're at a stage now they can ill afford to go down by much more than that. But it is back to 3 as Ashley Harwood sends her serve in the net. So a couple of costly service errors on Governor State in these last few minutes. Mayville's lead is back to 3. Serves away from Natalie Hadrava. And down for a point for Governor State. Jamie Skavarla gets the kill. And the Jaguars are again within 2. Mayville has held the lead most of the way now, but Governor State's not going away. Madison Wakuliak, freshman from Alaska, sends it to the back line. A little miscommunication from Mayville State, and it ends up costing them as they're not able to return the serve. It's a 1-point game. 17-16 the score. Wakuliak looking to tie it up. A big hit going the other way for Ashley Pyburn, gets Mayville State back on the board. The Comets' 3-point lead dropped down to 1, but a big hit from Pyburn puts them within 7 points of getting this first set victory. And Jordan Lucas gets the serve. Jordan with a Y, Lucas. Away with the right hand to the middle of the floor and down for the ace. Ivana Novakovic, they've gotten her feet tangled up a little bit right there. She backed up and was off balance as she tried to play the serve. So the point goes to Lucas. Looking for another ace, nearly had it, but Governor State is able to get it over. Mayville State's got a chance here. Governor State gets it back from the back line. Ashley Harwood hits it over. Johnson. And the whistle blows. We've got a net violation on Governor State. And here we are late in the first set. Mayville has taken their biggest lead of the set so far, 20-16, and now just 5 points away from taking a 1-0 edge. Lucas's serve off the side of her hand, got over the other way, and it drops on Governor State's side. A battle for it at the net after Gunja Tatic's first hit was tapped back over by Mayville State. 21-16. Oliver played back the other way. Pesa. And now Tatic for Governor State dinks it over and down. Caitlin Lear tried to keep that one alive. Unsuccessfully, and Governor State gets the point that they need to keep themselves alive in this set. Down by 4. Big set of serves coming up right here to the back line, played by Hart and kept alive by Mayville State. Pesa winds up. Good dig by Wakuliak there, and now played at the net. Mayville State gets it over. There's Oliver. And on the third hit, Mayville State hits it back across. Tatic winds up, blocked. Big block by Victoria Johnson. And a huge point for the Comets after it was maybe the best rally of the game so far. Governor State was trying to keep themselves alive, and they're not dead quite yet, but They've got to score at least 7 of the next 9 points right now. That was a big block by Victoria Johnson to cement her team's lead right now at 5 points. 22-17. We went back and forth early in this one. Mayville State was able to open up a little bit of a lead as we went along, and Governor State hasn't gone down quietly. They've been down by multiple points for the latter half of this first set, but they've kept it so far within 5. As Mayville State threatens to pull away now, Governor State brings the team over to the sideline, trying to get them back on track and give them one late run to win this first set. Governor State playing at St. Francis for the first time this year. They'll be back here to take on the Fighting Saints next month. They're getting their first look at this court, their only game today. Mayville State will play 2, but this is all she wrote for Governor State, so arguably bigger for them just because they don't want to leave here without a victory under their belts. This is still just the first set. It's been close throughout. And Mayville State has the serve right now. Ahead by 5, it's Alora Pesa lofting the serve to the back line. Totic from the right side hits it into the net. She's having a rough go of it here in this first set, and Mayville State picks up another point. They lead 23-17, and now they're just 2 away from taking the opener. Lowest serve from Pesa this time. Blocked out of bounds this time by Johnson. Ivana Novakovic is able to pick up the point for Governor State. Keep the Jaguars alive, down by 5 late. Now's when they need to go on a run. Junior outside hitter from Serbia, Dunja Totic, gets it over and out. Too strong on the serve, and that's been probably the biggest issue for Governor State down the stretch here. Too many errors on serves over the last several minutes. And it's set point for Mayville State. And there is the point. Governor State struggles to return the serve, and the Comets get the point. 25-18. They come out victorious in the first set. Close for a while, but Mayville State pulled away late. And the Comets take a 1-0 lead in this afternoon's match, defeating Governor State 25-18. We'll take a quick break, back with set number 2 in just a moment. 25-18, the final score in the first set this afternoon as Mayville State takes out Governor State, and they have captured a 1-0 lead in today's best-of-5 match. Of course, to avoid too much movement back and forth, as has been the case throughout this season, the two teams will not reverse sides, so Mayville State remains on the left of your screen. And we're about ready to start this second set. Got Caitlin Lear out there with Victoria Johnson, Laura Pesa, Jordan Lucas. That's Rachel Hill, along with Natalie Hadrava. And Mason Hart, the libero, will come in to start this one as well. Governor State ready to get started now. They've got both Courtney Oliver and Ashley Jackson on the floor. Ashley Harwood, Ivana Novakovic, Dunja Tatic, and their libero standing off to the side right now, Madison Wakuliak. I feel like I missed somebody on the Governor State side. I didn't mention Ureli Pacheco, who has the ball in her hands right now. She's set to serve and get us started here in the second set. Our first look at Ureli Pacheco so far this afternoon as Governor State tries to capture the first points of the second set. Pacheco's serve is played on the back line by Mayville State. There's a block by Governor State, still on their side. Pacheco sets it up for Tatic, blocked back the other way, but out of bounds. Johnson and Lear at the net. Couldn't direct it where they were looking. So it's 1-0 Governor State. Pacheco's serve is a low one, played by Mayville State, tapped over by Johnson. Governor State able to recover. There's Novakovic to the back line. Pesa, beautiful hit, and a kill for Alora Pesa. Nice diving effort by Madison Wakuliak, but not quite able to keep it alive. That evens things up 1-1. This is just how that first game started. Back and forth. We were tied at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 before either team went on any kind of run. It wasn't really until late in that first set that Mayville State went on any significant run. That ball hit into the net by Courtney Oliver. The hitting error right there makes it 2-1 Mayville State. Pesa serves. It's a hard serve, and it just missed the line. So out of bounds on the serve. The score is 2-2, and Governor State has the serve. Big hit. That time it just did sneak inside the line. Nice one by Victoria Johnson. That ball hit actually in a very similar space to Alora Pace's hit on the last point. That one just barely in. Pace's was just barely out. And we got a double hit here on Ureli Pacheco, and a net violation. Pacheco crossed underneath, and that's a point to Mayville. They lead 4-2. Kuliak. Courtney Oliver gets it over. We've got a whistle and a point to Mayville State. That time, a double hit. So back-to-back mistakes made by Governor State, unforced errors. And Mayville State has opened up a 5-2 lead, scoring the last 4 in a row. That ball drops in. A point for Lily Pyle. I think that's Pyle's first point of the game. Lily Pyle entered today with 90 kills for the season. Mayville State's pulling away early. Governor State trying to get back into it, and they do. A big hit from Ivana Novakovic. And Novakovic gets the kill. Serve goes back to Governor State and Courtney Oliver. Miss hit by Oliver. That was a big problem in the first set this afternoon. Governor State had several problems serving the ball, and Oliver right there picks up her second serving error of the match. She had 2 this season coming in the first 5 matches played by Governor State. Nice diving play by Hart, keeps it alive. Hadrava goes over for Mayville State. Governor State tries to dink it across. Novakovic's hit is returned. Pace's is returned as well. Nice dig by Wakuliak, but the attack goes out of bounds for Governor State. Great defense throughout that rally right there, but an offensive mistake ends up giving the Comets the point. And they're up by 5. Pacheco sets for Harwood, and Harwood smacks it out of bounds. It was tipped. So tipped before it went out, point to Governor State. Jaguars are within 4. Serve is away and out of bounds. A little bit wide to the right. May have been slightly long from Novakovic as well. But didn't miss the line by a lot. Clearly out though. Mayville won the opener by 7. They've got a 5-point lead early in the second set. Hit over by Jackson and just inside the line. Good placement there by Ashley Jackson. Found the soft spot on the Comets defense and dropped it just in bounds. Harwood goes back to serve. To the back line for Ashley Harwood, and too strong. Risky take there by Mayville as they let it go. Had a shot at clipping the line, but it just missed it. Another serving error against Governor State. Pacheco for Jackson, and out of bounds. Jackson's hit goes wide. Mayville now more than doubling up Governor State. Jenna Marion checks in for the first time today for the Jaguars. Natalie Hadrava gets her first serve. Totic blocked, but straight down for Mayville State. Couldn't get it back across, so Dunja Totic gets credit for the kill. A nice hit from the junior. 5-point game. Here's Wakuliak. Battled at the net, hit across to Governor State side. Here's Totic into the net and down. Not sure if that was more Ashley Pyburn or more of the net that pushed that ball back to Governor State's side, but good defense by Pyburn and Caitlin Lear up at the net as well. Mayville State gets the point, and again they're doubling up the Jaguars, 12-6. Jordan Lucas serves, returned by Marion, tapped across. Pacheco for Oliver. Pesa gets it over, and now a free ball for Mayville State. Tapped down by Victoria Johnson. Johnson came into play today, leading Mayville State with 242 kills. And a .310 hitting percentage this year. He's had a nice game so far. Also the team leader with 72 blocks. Desiree Ransberry comes in for Governor State. She stands on the back line. Totic doesn't get a chance here. The error occurred before that on the set, a double hit. Mayville up 8 with the serve. It's Jordan Lucas. And an ace for Lucas. Tenth ace this season for Jordan Lucas. It's a big lead now for the Comets. 15-6 is the score. They're starting to pull away as they've scored 4 in a row. Totic across to the back. Jordan Lucas plays it. Johnson looking for another kill, and she's got it. Victoria Johnson puts it right in front of Ransbury. A 5-0 run for Mayville State. They've got the biggest lead they've held all match, 16-6. Courtney Oliver gets it over. Nice defense by Mayville State as they keep it alive. Here's Totic to the back line. Lucas is there on defense. Pesa taps it over. Nice job by Governor State, and hit out of bounds by by Lear. So that snaps the run at 5 consecutive points for Governor State. For Mayville State. Now it's Governor State serve. Down by 9. Pacheco sends it away. Good hit by Johnson, but a nice dig by Wakuliak. Pacheco, 2 hands, pushes it over, and down. Not sure that one wasn't going out of bounds. Jordan Lucas didn't want to take any chances, so she made a diving effort for it. Couldn't get it high enough in the air for any of her teammates to back her up, so the point goes to Governor State. Pesa got it in bounds, just in. I think that one landed on the line. And that's a big hit by Pesa. That reverses momentum back over to Mayville State. Governor State had scored 2 in a row. But they really need a run right now to get themselves back into it, and it's not coming right now as that one hit the ground. Governor State tried to keep it alive, but it did hit the floor, so the point goes to Mayville State. Another serve for Alora Pesa, and it's an ace for Pesa. Miss hit there by Totic, and the lead is up to 11 for the Comets. Pesa's serve is soft this time. Totic steps up, makes the sliding play. Courtney Oliver pushes over, but a whistle. And a double touch goes once again against Governor State. They shot themselves in the foot a number of times here in the second set. Happened a little bit late in the first set as well. Big hit, tapped out of bounds. Governor State gets the point. Dunja Totic picks up the kill. Governor State still alive, down by 11. But this second set so far has belonged to Mayville State pretty much since the beginning. Haven't been threatened too much. A lot of mistakes made by the Jaguars. There's a good serve, though, by Totic. Johnson is blocked, but out of bounds by Courtney Oliver. Ashley Harwood up at the net as well. Neither one could keep it in. Mayville has the point and the serve. The libero Mason Hart getting it off. Harwood. Did she get the line? Yes, she did. Nice hit by Harwood. Just skimmed that line. A kill for Harwood, a point for Governor State. Courtney Oliver back from the right side to serve. To the back line, played by Lucas. And a point to Lily Pyle. Oliver tried to tap that ball back up into the air, unsuccessfully. So Lily Pyle gets the kill. Mayville gets within 3 of their second straight set victory. Totic, the first one to touch it. Dinked over by Harwood, and Harwood dumps it down for a point. Might be too late for Governor State here in the second set, at least trying to get a little momentum for themselves going into the next one. Serve belongs to Ransbury. And the serve from Ransbury is out of bounds. too strong on that one. Rachel Hill comes in to take the serve for Mayville. Kuliak to Pacheco to Jackson, and Jackson drops it just in front of Rachel Hill, who made the diving effort. Came up short. Governor State's got their 12th point. Harwood's serve goes straight into the net. Game points for the Comets. And the serve belongs to Natalie Hadrava. Mayville took the first one 25-18. Trying to make this second set a little bit more lopsided. Here's the serve from Hadrava. Tadic blocked, pushed back over by Pacheco. Blocked by Governor State and down for Governor State's point. Cora McClenahan tried to pick up the game-winning kill. McClenahan's first swing of the day. But well defended by Governor State as they get their blockers up. Let the game go on for at least one more point. Hill dives, keeps it in the air, but not high enough. A point to Governor State. Like I said, probably too late for them here. They'll need at least 10 more points consecutively. They're trying to take some momentum away from the Comets, who have dominated for the most part in this second set. Tipped at the net, played by Ransberry. Pacheco to Tadic to the back line. Hit up in the air by Amy Syme, tipped over by Pesa, and that's the game point for Mayville State. 25-14, our final score. And Mayville State takes their second in a row from Governor State. They've now outscored the Jaguars 50-32 in the first two sets today. So a great start to this one for Mayville State. It's going to be a two-match day for them, and if they can make quick work of Governor State here in the first match, they'll feel pretty good about where they stand going into the next ones. They win 25-18 and now 25-14. They've got a commanding lead on Governor State. And I'll be back in just a few moments with set number 3. Mayville State in from North Dakota has a 2-0 lead on Governor State. We just came up from the south side of Chicago for this one. I guess down from the south side of Chicago. We're going by the map. Madison Wakuliak has come back out in her white Liberos jersey. Initially it changed into orange. I think she just wanted a piece of the action with these snazzy orange jerseys, but she is back to her orange, so she will, or excuse me, back to her white, so she'll remain the libero for Governor State. Trailing 2-0. Mayville State won 25-18 and then 25-14. They're trying to make it a clean sweep here before they take on the hosts from the University of St. Francis in just a little bit. Julia Reyes was briefly in the libero's white, but now she's switched over to orange. So everything is back as it started for Governor State. Mayville gets the first serve of the game as Jordan Lucas. Courtney Oliver hits it over, replayed by Mayville. Kuliak on the back line. They crossed by Novakovic and out of bounds. She sliced it. And a little bit wide of the line, so Mayville strikes first. It's 1-0. Lucas's hit played by Tatic and blocked out of bounds by Johnson. Johnson and Pesa up at the net for Mayville. Point goes to the Comets, excuse me, to the Jaguars. The Comets hit it out of bounds, tied up. Here's Pesa. And Pesa gets it over and down as Harwood could not keep it alive for Governor State. Tried to hit that one up to Jamie Scavarla. Scavarla couldn't quite make the play. Julia Reyes checks in for Governor State wearing orange. And she was initially wearing white. Apparently it was going to be the libero for this game, but they switched it up last minute. Miscommunication, Reyes gets it over. Johnson tries to tap it straight down, but the Jaguars recover only for so long though. Eventually the double touch makes it Mayville point. Pesa serves. Battle at the net, won by Victoria Johnson. Johnson out jumps Jamie Scavarla. Mayville up 4-1. First game was back and forth early on. Mayville went on a run midway through it. Ended up pulling away for a 7-point victory. Big hit by Tadic. Nice dig by Pesa. Back over by Oliver, and the point goes to Governor State. Thanks to the hit from Courtney Oliver. Game 2 was decisively in Mayville's favor. They pulled away right from the jump. Mayville off to a good start again in game 3, but a much needed point for Governor State has gotten them within 2 and has given them the serve here. Set from Pesa for Johnson. Diving play by Tadic. Tadic bumping it over. And down for Mayville. Lily Pyle gets the kill. Pyle hasn't been too active in today's match up at the front, but she's had a few effective hits when she has been out there. Mason Hart gets the serve. Harwood has to push it over. Harwood again, this time winds up, blocked. Back the other way, Courtney Oliver over the blockers, but on the back line, played by Mayville State. There's Novakovic with the left hand, down for a point. Ivana Novakovic gets Governor State back on the board. And Courtney Oliver gets the serve. Skims the top of the net and gets it down. Oliver's had a few problems with that net on her serves today, but that time she used it to her advantage. Just got the top of the net, slowed it down enough to throw off Mayville State and pick up the ace. Courtney Oliver, the third ace of the season. So there's her third serving error of the match. She's had one in each game. So it's Mayville by a pair, and Syme gets the serve. Harwood to the back and too strong, out of bounds. Point Mayville on Governor State's attacking area. Syme lofts it to the middle. Ashley Jackson, big hit and a nice dig by Syme. Tipped at the net, kept alive for Totic. There's Harwood, blocked, kicks it to keep it alive, but it's not enough. Over the head of Ivana Novakovic, and Mayville back on the board. They lead by 4. Early in this third game, they won the first 2 sets by a combined 21, or 18 rather. And they've got a 5-point lead now as Rakuliak tries to make the diving play, comes up short. Syme's on a nice run here. Nearly picked up another point right there. Instead, Harwood gets it across. But back down the other way. Ashley Pyburn makes it 5 straight points for Mayville. And the 5th straight serve for Syme. And an easy one that time for Lily Pyle. Got away from Dunja Totic. Trying to pass to a teammate, but that ball floated on her over the net. And Pyle just tapped it straight down. Novakovic to the back line. And into the net. Sent into the net that time by Amy Syme, who had a great run of serves, but on the defense, not able to keep that rally alive. So Governor State gets their first points after surrendering 6 in a row. Now the serve. A nice play by Totic. Novakovic gets it over and down. Ivana Novakovic picks up the point for the Jaguars. 6 serving 11 here. It's Novakovic's serve. Set up for Pyburn, blocked. Ashley Jackson gets the block there. Jamie Scavarla right on top of the play as well. Governor State's trying to make a game of it here. They've scored 3 in a row. Trying to keep their run alive. Novakovic cuts it out of bounds. She pulled it a little bit too far to her right. A potentially costly mistake for Governor State. They had been down by 7. They cut it to 4, and you hate to see a good run and an individual mistake rather than a solid attack from the other side. But Mayville is back in control. Mason Hart gets it over off the shoulder of Novakovic. And alive for Governor State. Pesa taps it across. Jackson from her feet. She's used her height there. Nice play by Jackson. Scavarla to Harwood, and Harwood is saved on the other end by Syme. Harwood blocked into the net, kept alive by Mayville. Hit over and down by Natalie Hadrava. And after our longest rally of the day, Hadrava gets the point and gets Mayville halfway to a victory here in the 3rd set. It started defensively though. That volley looked like it was over a moment prior to Hadrava's hit. After Mayville's return went into the net, but somehow they kept it alive. Jackson this time does pick up the point for Governor State. Ashley Jackson's been very active today. She had only played in 2 of the team's first 5 matches and had 8 kills, but in limited action. Great numbers overall, hitting it at better than 400% coming into today. Novakovic saved by Mayville. Can they get it over? Syme tries it and does. Here's Tadic blocked and hit back up into the air by Governor State. Tadic again to the back line, out of bounds. Mayville let it go and their patience was rewarded. Dropped about a foot over the line. On the attacking arrow, the point goes to Mayville. They lead by 6. Tadic skims the top of the net and finally ends up on the Mayville side. They're ready to return. Drop down for a point. Caitlin Lear. Kuliak to Skavarla, and Tadic gets the line. Nice hit by Dunja Tadic. And Governor State's hanging around. Score was 11-4. Since that time, they've played. Governor State's played a little bit better than even. They haven't made their run yet, but they've not allowed Mayville to pull away. Mayville's trying to pull away right now, thanks to Pyburn. Nice hit by Ashley Pyburn. 266 hitter coming into play today. She's had a couple of nice swings here in the 3rd set. The team's back up by 7. Here's Jordan Lucas. Courtney Oliver into the net, still alive from Mayville as they get it over. Johnson tipped him down. Victoria Johnson gets the kill. 17-9, and now, after I just mentioned that Governor State was doing a good job hanging around, keeping it relatively close, Mayville has started to pull away. They're trying to wrap this match up. There's the point for Ivana Novakovic. She's not ready to let it end just yet. Novakovic's had a really nice 3rd set so far. A couple of big kills for her. Jamie Skavarla is the server. Steps back from the middle. Jump serve goes to the back line, hit up by Mason Hart. A hit from Cora McClenahan, and McClenahan gets the kill. A soft kill for Mayville State. 18-10 is the Mayville lead. And they've got a Laura Pesa doing the serving. There's Novakovic towards the sideline. Lucas plays it, and it's dropped over. Dumped in by Lily Pyle. Nice setup all around by Mayville State. They're within 6. Tadic from the right side. She gets it in. Mason Hart tried to return it for Mayville State, to no avail. Ashley Harwood is back in for Governor State. As Dunja Tadic steps back on the right to get this serve off. Down by 8, potentially late in the 3rd set. Victoria Johnson. The referee blew the whistle. I don't know if it was an inadvertent whistle. If Dottie saw something, wasn't sure, but they're going to call it no play and start it over. Dunja Tadic is going to get another serve. Dropped in. Mayville State back on the board on a good hit from Lily Pyle. Pyle found the back corner of the Governor State defense. Nobody there to return her hit. Julia Coles comes in for Mayville State, trying to wrap this thing up as Tadic gets it over. Played by Jordan Lucas. There's Coles into the net. This is the first touch of the day for Julia Coles, the sophomore. Didn't go as planned as the point goes to Governor State. 12 serving 20 here as Courtney Oliver takes her turn. Johnson tipped, still alive. There's Jackson setting up for Oliver. And we've got a whistle and a point to Mayville State. (21-12) on the miss hit by Governor State. The Comets send Amy Simon to serve. Jackson blocked. Jackson again. Put up in the air by Coles. Syme pushes over. There's Novakovic. Played on the back line. This is Syme once again from Pesa, and Mason Hart gets it across. Harwood. I think that was tipped before it went out of bounds. It was tipped by Mayville State. So the point to Governor State. Ryan Richards checks in for Mayville State. Lindsey Johnson bringing in some new players down the stretch here in the third set. She tries to finish it off. That's another Mayville State point. A big swing from Ashley Pyburn, who's tipped at the net by Governor State. But straight down. Peyton Richter now comes in for Mayville State. So they're going with several new players here as Richter gets the serve. Syme, Hart, Pesa, Pyburn, and Richards are out there. Novakovic gets it across court. And something at the net, the point to Governor State. So a Mayville mistake that time. 22-14. This is where Governor State wound up in the last set of the match. 14 points. We'll try to add a few more on late here. Reyes sends it away. The back line, Richards. There's Pyburn winding up, blocked by Tadic and Jackson. That ball drops out of bounds. Just barely out. And a good hit from Mayville. It goes Governor State's way. Reyes goes low over the net. Pyburn to the back line, played by Reyes. Novakovic over the other way. Mayville returns it. And Ashley Jackson reached for it and got her palm underneath that ball. She tried to keep it alive for the Jaguars. Point to Mayville. They've got 23 now. Ryan Richards is going to try to wrap things up herself on these next couple of serves. Jackson won't allow that. Ashley Jackson picks up the point. Jackson made the receiving error on the previous play, but overall she's played really well today. She keeps her team alive with that kill. Here's Madison Akuliak. Pushed over, diving play made by Novakovic. Set up for Tadic, blocked. Blocked by Pesa and Pyburn. And that sets up match point for Mayville State. They'll have 8 of them in a row. Assuming They don't take it right here. There's Jordan Lucas trying to finish off a straight sets victory. Tadic doesn't get a chance here. A miss hit by Governor State ends the match on a double hit. The whistle blows and Mayville gets their 25th point, and they wrap up a 9-point victory, 25-16. They take out Governor State and wrap up a clean sweep, 25-18, 25-14, and in the finale, 25-16. And after somewhat of a slow start in that first set, Mayville State really turned it up, and they were outstanding the rest of the way. One difference between the two teams really throughout the match is that the Comets never shot themselves in the foot. Governor State made a few too many mistakes, whereas Mayville State weren't necessarily flashy throughout the entire match, but they played it very clean. Not too many whistles blew on their side of the net, and they're able to pull away late in the first set before dominating the second set, and they were in control for most of the third one as well. So again, our final scores 25-18, 25-14, and 25-16. Mayville State takes it in straight sets from Governor State. Governor State departs the courts. Mayville State will stay out there. They've got one more coming up in a little bit. They'll take on St. Francis. We've got two more matches coming up today down on Pat Quigley Court, and both of them will involve St. Francis as they host Mayville, and then later on Ottawa as well. But all of that is to come. This one is in the books. One more time, Mayville State victorious 25-18, 25-14, 25-16 as they pick up their 14th win of the year. Governor State drops their record down to 3-4. So that'll do it for this one. We've got two more volleyball games coming up, though. We've got the next one set to begin right about 5 o'clock, so don't go anywhere because we'll be back on the live stream. As always, head to GoFightingSaints.com for a full schedule and for our broadcast. So St. Francis takes the court coming up in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into this one. Until the next one, this is Terry Bonadonna signing off for the moment.